Okay, so today we are on mission to find some houses for sale. Now, why are we looking for houses for sale? To be honest, since 2019 in the upstate of South Carolina, we have had a shortage of housing inventory. And then COVID happened, 2020 hit, and tons of people from all over the nation started moving to our state. Now, why were they interested in coming here? A couple reasons. Well, for starters, we have a couple of amazing lakes. And during COVID, when things were shut down and people didn't know, hey, will I get to travel again? They wanted just to live in areas that were affordable, that had fun things that they could do where they would not have restrictions. So the lake is a really good response to being able to feel like you're on vacation and do fun things when you have a lot of other restrictions in place. Also, it's super affordable here. Our real estate is by far some of the most affordable in all the nation. Our property tax is extremely affordable here. People call all the time and ask for the taxes, and we'll tell them what they are for the year, and they'll say, no, Tammy, I didn't mean for the month, I mean for the year. And then they're blown away when I say that's for the year. So they've been coming here in droves. A lot of people have been moving here. So we already didn't have enough houses for sale for everybody who lived here. And then all these other people moved here and we didn't have enough houses, a lot more, okay? We were really short then. So we've had a lot of new construction and everyone is like, tell us about this new community. Tell us about that one. So we have several that are coming available. They are breaking ground right now. One of which is going to have homes in the low 500s to begin with, but they're quickly going to hit the 600s. So if you are looking for a new home with some special finishes, stay tuned to learn what's coming available under 600,000. Oh, I almost forgot. Stay tuned towards the end and I will tell you about another new community coming up, just a teaser reel, where homes will be under 400,000. Okay, so I'm at the Kayfield Farms at Midway community right now, and this is an exciting day because people have been talking about this community for a really long time, and it's officially here. I mean, here-ish, there's dirt everywhere, but there are 5 homes that you can already see. We're gonna take a spin around in just a second. Hey, wait, let's just do this now. Look at this great videography. I'm here by myself. It's me and my tripod today. Okay, so as we're talking about these homes, right now, the smallest home that they have here is about 2,300 square feet, close to 2,400, and it's priced at $429,900. Now, this is super important. Anytime a builder breaks ground in a new community, they're always gonna have their best prices early. In fact, they're anticipating that by the time these 124 homes are built, the prices are gonna be in the high 500s into the 600s. So if you wanna have instant equity in a home, regardless of what the economy is doing, a great way to do that is to be one of the first people to purchase. So we're gonna take a look at some of the finished products that are located at the Grange community in Clemson because they showcase the plans there that are going to be built here. So we'll be able to take a look to see what those homes are like on the inside. Okay, so driving through this community, which I have to be careful to do because I love to put nails in my tires and my husband does not love to hear about that. We can already see, actually, I think I said there were 5 homes. There is a little sneaky guy head back here. There are 6 homes, which makes sense because I've seen pricing for 6 homes. The highest priced home right now is $489,900. But what this community is going to be known for are larger lot sizes. So just to be honest, take a look around. These houses are relatively close to the road. So if you're trying to get this feeling like, I'm not close to my neighbors, well, you're gonna have a private backyard, but you're still gonna feel pretty close to your neighbors. Also, if you're like, hey, I've got a bunch of cars, I need a really long, big driveway, this is not that. But there are sidewalks, which, by the way, is a really big deal. Other places in the country, they always have sidewalks. We don't have a lot of subdivisions with sidewalks here, so it's like a girl when she has a cute dress, and they're like, oh my God, I love that dress, and she's like, it has pockets. That's how we feel about sidewalks here. So this community has sidewalks. It's also part of a master planned unit development, which we don't have a lot of here. We're just now starting to have these, which is awesome because then we have great amenities that are super affordable, like a large pool, pickleball courts, a pavilion, restroom, and some other things that are coming. And so Hunter Quinn, who's another builder in the same area, is going to be sharing with DRB Homes these amenities within the community. So that's really fun. And also because there are so many homeowners between all the projects, it keeps it super affordable to have these amenities. So what you may or may not really be able to see in total here, we have wooded backyards. They're going to be deeper lots. So again, you're going to feel like you have a lot of privacy in the backyard, but at the front of the home, you're still going to be kind of close to the road. You're still going to be a little close to each other. You know, you always hear that joke, I don't want to be able to hand my neighbor sugar through my window. Well, you would have to have Stretch Armstrong arms to actually hand them sugar through your windows, but you are a little bit close, but not crazy close. So the allure here is the larger lot size, because again, pretty much all the other communities are like 0.25 of an acre or less, 0.23. So they are for real close. Of course, some of the lot sizes are a little bit smaller. They may have bigger side yards, bigger front yards, but overall, the allure with this community is that they have larger lot sizes in general. Okay, so there are 7 plans that are going to be available within this new community. So let's take a look at a couple of the plans now and see how they feel from a 2D standpoint. All right, so first we're looking at over here is the Sutherland. Now you'll see here it says 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2,200 to 2,900 square feet, 2 to 3 full baths. So a really cool thing with the RV homes is while they will be building spec homes, meaning they build the homes and they already determine the finishes, the bedrooms, baths, and things like that. Currently, there are 6 under construction that are already framed out. But you also have the option, if you were to build one of their floor plans, to select it to determine if you want this particular floor plan. Maybe you need more bedrooms, maybe you need more bathrooms, however you need to make it work. So you'll see that when you enter the home, you've got a pretty wide foyer, which is great. You don't feel claustrophobic as you enter the home. You've got this nice, large, formal dining room, or you can make it whatever you want. There's also an option to have a tray ceiling, nice finishes like that. And it's gonna lead into the kitchen. So your kitchen, very large, and while it is open to the family room and breakfast room, it's also set apart just a little bit here, so you're not directly in maybe a major wall of the family room, which is great because a lot of times we see these plans are so open that people have a hard time figuring out furniture placement. But you'll have some windows along the back side. You can have additional windows if you care about that for more natural light. And then this kind of breakfast area that is open to the kitchen. Where's the owner suite? What I love about this, and let me just give you some life advice that I didn't know with our very first home that we purchased. We loved having our bedroom right off the living room until we didn't, because then you can hear everything, especially as the kids get older, if someone else is awake at night. So one thing I love about this floor plan is even for the garage, you have a buffer of the laundry room and the owner's bath. So you're not gonna hear when the doors open and close. And then because the owner suite is off this rear end of the house, you're not gonna hear what's happening in the family room or if someone's washing dishes in the kitchen or in the dining room. So really versatile floor plan that way. So we are on to the Oakleigh. Let's take a look at the Oakleigh. All right, so from the outside, this is the Oakleigh. It's a smaller home here, 2 to 3 full baths, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2,300 to 2,500 square feet. So this is going to be the most affordable plan in the community. In fact, right now it's priced at $429,990, and that is obviously kind of the beginner pricing within the community. The prices will be going up soon. But with this floor plan, you see you have your foyer, you have a powder room right off the entry, which is nice. You do have a bedroom near the front of the home as well, or if you want to use that as an office, you might enjoy having it near the front of the home. And then of course with the garage, you have this bathroom that's in between these 2 bedrooms right here, and then the garage access enters here as well. One thing I like about this floor plan that's different is that the laundry room is set apart. It's like that with a lot of their floor plans, but some people don't like coming through the laundry room. They like it to be kind of its own separate space, so that's how it is with this floor plan. Kitchen is open to the breakfast area and to the family room, so if you are someone who really likes that very open concept, you'll appreciate this. Also here with this island, you have true bar seating that extends into the breakfast area, and a lot of people appreciate that while you're cooking here, it's easy for you to hop onto the rear porch to grill or whatever you may like to do there. The owner suite here is located off the kitchen and family room. So if that's what you prefer just for functionality, there's a walk-in closet here. There's also, again, quick access to laundry. A lot of people love having the laundry room between the owner suite and the kitchen because obviously there's a lot of work that happens there, and it's easy to be able to address, daily laundry that seems to pile up and regenerate like a worm. Okay, next plan. On to the Arlington. All right, so here is the elevation for the Arlington, a little more stately up front. This home can have 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2 to 3.5 baths, and can be as big as almost 2,900 square feet, really 28. I just did a marketing girl thing. It's like 28, 26, and I'm like, almost 2,900 square feet. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so with this home, because you do have 2 floors, you're gonna see more square footage for the main rooms on the first floor, which is great. So you have this large dining room, you have a really big kitchen, so you're gonna see here a lot of functionality. If you wanna have even kind of more corner access, a lot of people kind of like being able to look outside from the kitchen sink, and then they like prepping right here in between the stove and the kitchen. Some people don't care that much about it. Some people really who spend a lot of time in the kitchen, that matters to them, and then having this island for additional prep work. And then of course a pretty large corner pantry over here. And then over here, you're gonna see that you open directly to the family room. And the dining room is gonna be set apart here a little bit more. Now you can have an optional drop zone here, by the way. Some people like this. It's not a true laundry room, but you can have it set up to where you have cubbies, where you can drop everything off as you come in through the garage and then enter into the breakfast area or the kitchen area or into the formal dining area. But the entry to this home is very open. One thing I love about an entry is when you have the dining room, because for most of us, our dining room is not where we eat most of our meals, so it stays pretty and put together. So the first thing your guest sees is this put together dining room, and then especially if you're having guests over for a meal and it's prepped, they get to come in and see it right away. Very large living room here. Again, I like that this is open, but it's a huge space. It is almost 17 by 16 square feet, which is great because you really don't struggle to find furniture placement while you have to create the walls with your furniture, so to speak. You have a lot of room. This lights room could be a den. It could be another sitting room. It could be an office, anything you want it to be, or even if you want it to be another bedroom, because you do have a bathroom nearby. There's a walk-in closet. This is your powder room for guests. And of course, then you head to the second floor. So let's take a look at floor number 2. So you're gonna come up the stairs. Great loft space. I love a loft space in a big house because one of the things that is so bizarre, but for our kids over the years, twice we made the mistake of saying we're gonna get a home with a bonus room because the kids will play in the bonus room. Weird? No, they won't. It is so bizarre. It's a room just like their bedroom. It's tucked into the house. Maybe your kids are different from ours, but ours would never go to the bonus room. But a loft space is right at the top of the stairs, so they're inclined to use it. Also, if you have kids who don't really want to do homework, they don't need to be in their rooms because they'll be playing on other things. It's a great way to have them working together, have 1, 2, 10, 20 kids, whatever. Also, you can keep an eye on them, but they're in their own kind of contained space. And what I love about the loft is it's on the second floor. So if it is chaotic and not kept up nicely, because kids are crazy with all their stuff, or for you, if it's your office, whatever it is, you're not worried about having to clean up every time guests come because it's on the second level. Also in this home, your owner suite's on the second level. So if you're in a stage of life where you want all of your bedrooms on the second floor, then you're really going to love this about this floor plan. Of course, you have laundry up here as well, which is great because all your bedrooms are up here. So really, really great functioning floor plan. All right, next up we have the Wakefield floor plan. It's a little bit smaller in square footage. It's gonna be 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 full baths, and 2,500 square feet, okay? So this floor plan, you're gonna come in. This floor plan is really gonna put all the square footage on the back of the home, which a lot of people like for privacy. I've heard a lot about this recently. You do have bedrooms at the front of the home, which is nice because usually at the front of the home, you're not going to have as much noise later in the evening, so it's a little easier to be quiet and to sleep. You've also got your powder room up here. You've got a mud room, which is awesome, so you can just kind of make it a drop zone, and then that leads into the laundry, so still not passing through the laundry from the garage, but it's nearby. Then you have this kitchen with this large island for seating, open to a breakfast area, and then a very large family room here as well. And then you have the owner's suite on the right side corner of the house, and then you've got additional functional space here within your owner's bath that leads into the private water closet, private living area, and then a walk-in closet. So lots of good storage with this floor plan as well. Okay, the Kendrick. So here we are. Kendrick, pretty large house here, nice aesthetic, can have 4 bedrooms, can have 4 full baths, can be 3,000 square feet. So if you're looking for more square footage, this is the way to go. So you're gonna have the living room / den right when you come in. Of course, it could be something else, but that's amazing because I want you to see there are 2 rooms here that can be for living / den spaces, which is great. And I think the biggest reason a builder would do something like this, if you're wondering why, we had this in one of our homes one time and loved it. If you've got a 4 or 5 bedroom home, chances are likely there are a lot of people living there. They're probably not all watching the same thing at the same time, or someone wants to watch TV and someone wants to read a book. And so it's a great way to have a separate space for that. You do have a formal dining room, and I love that this floor plan has the optional butler's pantry. I love a butler's pantry, whether you turn that into a coffee bar, a wet bar, or a true place where you have serving dishes. So when you have meals, you come through the kitchen, you serve here, and then you head into your dining room. It's awesome. It's also directly across from your pantry. So hyper functional space, big kitchen with island for seating. I love the inset breakfast area. It brings in a lot of natural light too in this floor plan. This large family room, a solid wall here, and then you have your owner's suite over here. Again, double vanities, walk-in shower, private water closet, walk-in closet. So a lot of good functional space. And then the rest of your bedrooms are going to be on the second floor. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the Stonefield. So the stone field can be 4 to 5 bedrooms as well. You can tell it's a large floor plan. It can be up to a 3,500 square feet. So a lot of square footage here, 2-story home. So you come in the home, again, this awesome dining room directly to your right that you can see. It also has a butler's pantry and a little valet area next to the very large pantry. So if you were like, I need a home with a large pantry, this is the one for you. Also, like some of the other floor plans, it's got a separate living room and a den. And so you're able to have maybe 2 different types of things on TV. One room is a quiet room. One room is a room for reading. The other one's for a family room. Then you have your breakfast area that's open to your kitchen. And you see there's a massive island here that's surrounded with lots of bar seating and a flex space that can be an office. It can be really another tiny bedroom if you want to be. I say tiny, it's 11 by 11. It's not really tiny, but if you wanted like a first floor bedroom, gives you the option of that as well. And then there's a powder room for guests. All then of the other bedrooms are upstairs. So again, if you're trying to get all your bedrooms on the same floor and you want them all upstairs away from the hustle and bustle of the gathering spaces, this would be a great plan for you. All right, so hyperspeed here. This one you're gonna have to see in person. This is the Sutherland. It can have up to 6 bedrooms. It can also have a finished basement, and we will have a few basement homes. So if you are looking for a lot of space, you really care about a basement. We don't have a ton of basement homes in our area, but here is a floor plan you might consider. Next up, we have the Stonehaven. Stonehaven is also going to be a 2-story floor plan. And just so you can see it, pretty traditional here, lots of windows. So if you are just hungry for some natural light, this is your home. So you come into the home, again, you have your dining room, very large room here. You have that separate living room that I've just been gawking over, saying it's so great to have 2 living spaces, especially on the main level here. You have a huge wet bar and pantry, but leads into a very large kitchen with great island for meal prep. Also, for looking into the living room, you have your sink here, so you're not worried about staring at a wall. You're actually engaging with the people that are in this very large living room. The inset breakfast, which again is a great space to have. I said inset. Your breakfast room that is right off of your kitchen area attached. Great to have a flex room on the main level, whether you want this to be a reading room, whether you want it to be an office. It's nice to be a little bit tucked away, but to still be on the main level of the home. Of course, you have your powder room here for guests. You've got lots of good storage here. You've got open to above, so it feels airy and spacious. Doesn't feel tight like a lot of 2-story homes can feel. You've got a huge mudroom here, and so this is a nice pass through to your main portion of the house from your garage. It is a large garage as well, so if you really care about this inset, maybe you're going to want to put your extra refrigerator here. Great plan for that. Now, with this plan, like some of the others, all of your bedrooms are going to be on the 2nd floor. So for those of you who are at a stage of life where you're like, I want all my bedrooms upstairs, or I want my bedrooms upstairs because I want my gathering spaces on the main level to be bigger, or I want all the bedrooms upstairs because I don't want to hear the hustle and bustle of what's happening downstairs. I like the privacy of everything upstairs. Or if you're thinking, I want everything upstairs because the living spaces of bedrooms and those bathrooms tend to be messier, and I don't want to have to deal with them all the time. So let's put them on the 2nd level. We don't see them. This is a great option for you. Okay, so now we're at the Oakleigh plan, and if you're looking for a home with the primary bedroom and most of your square footage on the main floor, this will be the plan for you. Almost all of your bedrooms are going to be on this floor. You're going to have a more extravagant living room. It's going to be a fun home for entertaining. It's going to have a beautiful aesthetic. The only thing you're going to find upstairs is an additional bedroom and full bathroom, some cool storage area, and a lofted space as well. I said lofted. I guess you could laugh up there too. So let's go take a look inside. Okay, so this is the Kendrick. I love this floor plan. So as soon as you walk in, you immediately see the 2-story stacked stone foyer as you're looking down the hall. And as you get in there and you're thinking, this is super awesome, you turn and you're like, is this the chef's luxury kitchen? It sure is, buddy. There's a great island, beautiful aesthetics. You have your wall oven, beautiful backsplash. It is just done to the nines because that's what DRB is known for. And then you just peek a little to the right and you're like, oh my gosh, is that the butler's pantry? It sure is. And then you have a formal dining room. Your primary bedroom's on the main level. It has its great ensuite with a full walk-in closet, of course your tiled shower, double vanities, private water closet. Your laundry's located on this level as well. You do have a powder room for guests, and there are a lot of like nooks, like closets. And I don't know if you're a nook person, but I'm a nook person. I love an extra closet. I love some extra storage. And then of course you have your could be office, could be den, could be whatever you want in space in a formal dining room. Then you mosey on upstairs and you have another loft. They like lofts in these places, which I like a loft too, because a loft can be a variety of things. Maybe it's your office, maybe it's like a homeschool classroom. I guess it could be a yoga room. I guess you can do any workout you want there. It also could be a secondary living room where you don't feel far away, but you still have your own space. More bedrooms, bathrooms, lots and lots of space. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this is the Sutherland plan. Now, I was going to try to record this outside, but it is windy as all get out today. We are not in Kansas anymore. We are actually in South Carolina. Also, funny thing about the climate here, recently someone was talking about how it was raining in South Carolina, particularly the Upstate, and I was like, no, we're not. We actually are. We have scattered thunderstorms. It literally rained off and on 3 times a day. It was so bizarre. Sun is out, guns out, looking awesome, bright and sunny. All of a sudden, torrential downpour, and then the sun is out again, torrential downpour. Anyway, now it's super windy. Don't know what's happened. Batten down the hatches. But anyway, okay, so this Sutherland plan. If you are looking for a little bit more space, you want to romp around, this is your floor plan. It has a really awesome, really, I would say, good use of gathering spaces on the main floor. You come in, immediately to the right, you've got a great formal dining room. You've got a powder room for the guests. Big living room, opens to the kitchen, massive kitchen, great island for prepping. Then your primary bedroom is also on the main floor. Has a great ensuite, private water closet. That's a big deal. If you don't know what a water closet is, it's a private toilet area. You of course have a full tile shower, double vanities, 36-inch high, so you don't have to stoop down to the sink. Really nice. And then upstairs you have the remaining bedrooms. You have a Jack and Jill bathroom. You also have a lofted space, which is super nice, and the Jack and Jill bathroom has access to that. So we're going to go take a look now. Melissa, you hung on all the way to the end because you said she said there was another surprise community. So within this same community, but kind of not. So DRB, I mentioned this is a planned unit development where there's another builder in here. There's different price points. They have this community pool, the cabana, the pickleball courts, the tennis courts, the walking trails, the sidewalks that will get you there, all these cool things, right? So maybe you're like, I love the product, but I don't really want to spend $4 or $5 or $600,000 on a house. I would like to be under $400,000. Well, if you can just hang on tight to the top of 2025, DRB is coming out with another community known as the Creeks at Midway. Now I'll do a whole other video on that, but these homes very similar, a little bit smaller, and well, $300,000 to $400,000. So stay tuned for that video coming out. And hey, if you don't want to miss it, feel free, of course, comment. Let's set up a time to chat more, but you can also tap the bell, subscribe, follow along so you never miss another video. And of course, I love to connect by Zoom. I can do phone call, could even do courier pigeon, but would love to connect with you, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. My team and I would love to help. So stay tuned and happy new home hunting in the upstate of South Carolina.